Let me bring in the youngest on the panel, Pavan Allena. Pavan, you've been helping young adults, millennials, build an entrepreneurial mindset and hopeful build businesses of the future that impact the nation and the society. Tell us, how's been your acceleration in the last 8-9 months? Everybody is in the content space is now an edutech company. Is your company also now an edutech company? Because that tag gets you funding and traction. Tell us how you pivoted over the last 8 months, Pavan.
Thanks, Anurag sir. Thank you for having me here. Last 8-9 months, it is kind of a blessing in disguise because we have completely been transformed from offline to online company. Earlier, it's been three years since we started our operations. We used to deliver entrepreneurial curriculums right from 6th grade onwards, 6th to 12th grade students. So earlier, we used to have a lot of trainers going to the schools and delivering the content. And we used to have about 60 to 70 schools across India where, we used to get tutors locally, train them, and used to send them to the schools. And there was no decentralized mechanism or there is no decentralized assessments for the students. But now everything is virtual, and all the tutors, now we have tutors coming from US, UK, Canada. We have amazing tutors coming from across the world. So this is the biggest transformation that we have seen. And yes, like any other edtech company, we have an edge because, our content plays a very key role here. And also, we need not maintain the tutors physically in every state or in every district. So it is transformed.
What I'd be interested in knowing, I understand where you're going, is the impact. What are the numbers? Has the adoption, is the number of young adults in, my daughter many years back at 14 won a Thai competition, and that put her into entrepreneurship. And, since then she's won, and hopefully she'll go on to build something. So, she started at 14, I started at 28 and a half, which is a long time back. And, clearly, look at big companies like Facebook. Their entrepreneurs started in the college dorms when they were in their early 20s or what about 18, 19. So give us a sense of, has this pandemic created real entrepreneurs from these young millennials?
Absolutely, sir. During this pandemic, there are a lot of case studies. Earlier, we used to have about 14,000 students on our platform. Right now, we are close to 1 lakh students, taking up our curriculums. And the biggest advantage is, the students are getting a lot of time to spend along with their parents. So now whatever ideas that they are getting, they've been discussing with their parents. There is, fifth grade student who is about 12 years of age. He has built a hydroponics company, and his father has helped him to build that company, right? And likewise, there are many students that are, participating along with their parents. They're brainstorming along with their parents. They have got a lot of time to spend, brainstorm, and implement these ideas at their home. And there are a lot of e-commerce companies also that have shaped up. People are using Shopify now. Now the students know about, augmented reality, virtual reality. They are doing prototypes at their home, and, they're coming back to the sessions. And second aspect is the scheduling, right? If at all you see, if all the students are going to the schools, scheduling is a bigger problem because they'll have to travel all the way to the school. They have to, dedicate some time for arts, music, dance, and all. But right now, it is just, people who can actually deliver some content digitally, they are getting a better advantage here.
And Pavan, what I would like to know from you is, when you talk to young people, what is the change in their own mindset? What is the subtle change or very obvious change in the kind of conversations you have with them?
Yeah, so when I interact with the students, the biggest transformation that I've seen is, the self-discipline that they have learned during this lockdown. Now, every kid has got their own schedules during the lockdowns. From morning, them waking up, whether they're waking up late or not, but still they follow a proper agenda, right? So that has been, that is the biggest change that I've seen in them. And now a lot of business world quotient, right? Now they are following the updates from, lot of channels. They're all getting, they're now trying to understand the business models behind every app that they are downloading. In this lockdown itself, they have downloaded more than 50 apps, whether it is house party app or something. Now what we have done, interestingly, is we ask them to, understand the business models of each app. Now, every student that is downloading a new app, they're talking about how they are generating money, what is their business model behind that. So the thinking has completely been transformed. So this is one biggest thing I've seen, sir. During this lockdown, the self-discipline and also, the curiosity to ask the questions.
Final word from Pavan before Mega wraps up the show.
I'm going to talk about startups perspective here, Anurag sir. It will definitely take at least 9 to 12 months to revive. Even if at all we are reviving, to sustain that, I think government should take a lot of initiatives with respect to rural entrepreneurship, or encouraging, a lot of rural entrepreneurship is something. In order to sustain this revival, I think it will take at least 9 to 12 months. Is what I think.